Good. So
Nice.
this is the first time that we're doing this, and in each installment, in each episode, we're gonna just go through one open source project.
Mm-hmm.
We'll try to run it. We'll try to take a look at the code. We'll try to change something, make some modifications, apply them, writing some tests, and later, if we can, we'll try to look at the PRs. We'll try to look at, yeah, we will also look at the PR to see if we can figure out what's happening, and then we'll look at some of the issues to see if we can help
Yeah.
fixing them and sending the PR.
We're
I'm
basically,
Arash, and you're
I mean,
Amin.
I'm
Okay.
here to fuck with Fastify. We're here to.
This is your first sentence. That you had the effort in your first sentence for this
That's how we roll,
for
baby.
this.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. I
good.
guess. Yeah. I guess that's my goal. I'm trying to see if I can make things better or worse in Fastify. I want to see how it works and stuff. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
let's do this.
Yeah, and we decided to go with Fastify because it seemed like an approachable project.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Well,
It's
JavaScript,
supposed
we're
to
both.
be, yeah, it's supposed to be small. So let's see.
Yeah, start small and then grow fast. Okay, so I have Fastify here. I'm looking at Fastify web page. It already had 25,000 stars. It's an efficient server. It says it's good because an efficient server implies a lower cost of infrastructure, better responsiveness, blah, blah. Many people are using Fastify. I don't know any of these companies actually, but okay. But I've heard about Fastify. It's high performant, extensible, schema based. It has logging with Pino, developer friendly, and TypeScript ready.
Cool.
Good. And here's a sample of it. What I know is that we already have this cloned, right, in VS
Yep.
Code, and we have the VS Code shared.
Yes.
And okay, we have the code.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I tried to take a look at the README, but I didn't find any guideline for contribution. I didn't find anything for, running the project locally.
Mm-hmm.
It's there is some commands, but these are for installing it and using it, not actually changing something. So I would say
Okay.
let's
So
look
what
at
do you
the.
say? What do you say that we have a small, we run something that uses this a small server.
Yeah,
Maybe that can be a good beginning.
yeah. Let's try that. Let's try. Uh, which one is it? Test? No. There is no start. I don't see any start. Do you see start?
Nope, there isn't. But does it have the test? It has the examples folder. So we should be able to go and run IC HTTPS, a simple.js in example.
I see that too.
Yep.
But how does it work? Require.
Oh, use a
Okay.
strict. Yes.
Oh,
So you should be able just to go and run this one, huh?
okay. But does that mean that the whole project is in JavaScript? Because, well, the way that it requires things. Okay, this means
I
that
also see sample.mjs. Maybe you want to take a look at that. Simple.mjs.
well, it's not very different, I guess, because
No,
it's importing, but in a different way. But my point is because it says TypeScript ready. I'm just guessing that the TypeScript part is the exported types, but not actually the source code. Because
mm-hmm.
if you take a look at the import, it's importing JavaScript, and JavaScript doesn't know how to import TypeScript. So that means every single file in here, yeah, everything is in JavaScript. Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, we can try with the simple.js and try to run it, I guess, with Node.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
do you see my terminal?
Yes, I
If I
see your
type stuff,
terminal. Yes, I
okay,
can see that.
then I can say Node. Do I have Node? Yes.
Yes.
Node. Where is it? Examples. Simple.js. Okay, cool. Uh,
I
Aha.
guess you need to go to the directory, huh?
I think I need to run npm install because it's using some stuff.
Okay.
I have VO. I don't have a VO on my global installation. What does it even
What is
do?
Avio?
I don't know. VO. Let's take a look.
npm Avio.
Asynchronous bootstrapping.
Asynchronous is hard. Different things can go wrong. Error handling and load order is just to name a few. The aim of this module is to make it simple. Asynchronous bootstrapping. Okay. Avio is fully reentrant and graph-based. You can learn components, plugins within plugins, and be still sure that things will happen in right order. At the end of the loading, your application will start.
Uh-huh. No idea what this means.
Okay,
App.
so if I look at the example, first hello world, after that do this. Is it
Ah.
kind of look like a
Yeah,
kind of like a middleware?
yeah, it looks like Express to me. I guess it's just a way of I don't know. You have async await. Why would you use this? What's the point? I
For
guess
the
it's
bootstrapping.
yeah. I guess it's useful if you don't have async await. But nowadays Node has a global async await. That means you don't have to put a function to use it. So I don't see the
Mm,
point really. But doesn't matter.
so
We installed it hopefully. So let's try
yeah.
again.
So maybe it's because this project is already was using this from the beginning before. Because when you see use a strict at the beginning of the file, it shows that
Yeah,
this is a
true.
very, very old.
True.
Uh,
Actually, can we take a look at the commits? Let's see um, how old this
oh,
is.
yep. Yes. Do you have Git blame
Um,
installed?
I don't think so. Let me check. Uh, uh,
As
I
an
don't think so.
extension for VS Code.
Yeah, I don't think so. Blame git blame install. Okay, I'm installing it right now. Hopefully, it should work without any
Okay.
restart. Simple.js. Nah, I don't see anything. Well,
Okay.
nothing.
Let's just do Git blame then.
Yeah, let's do that. Git blame. Okay,
Okay. Go.
2017.
Teen. Wow. Go
Eh,
up, go up. The first line is, although it seemed that this whole sample was
yeah,
in
that's the
one, it
first.
was committed in one day. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first line. So I guess it's not super old. Uh, Back in those days, well, no, there was no global async unit, so that makes sense. But anyway,
Okay.
let's
Maybe
try.
you want to run the simple.mjs. That looks more modern.
Ah, doesn't make a difference, I would say. But let's try
Yeah,
with
yeah, yeah.
JS5. Ah, what does it do?
Okay.
What do we
So
expect?
we have our server ready.
So I have to send a request to it, but what's the port 3000? All right, so let me open a new terminal. Do you see my new terminal?
Yes.
Curl localhost 3000. Ah, cool. So this guy returned something. If I change it to
But
hello
I don't see
Arash.
do you see the response?
Yeah, you don't see it?
I don't see a response in your terminal. I don't see the response in your terminal.
I opened a new terminal. Oh, really? Cool.
Mm.
Okay, that's a lot of privacy right there. Um, I don't know.
Why?
I don't.
So it doesn't show
Maybe
it to me? Can you
no.
just pipe it to another?
Uh, how do I pipe it to cat? Maybe. Ah. Oh, you don't
Oh, so
see.
it just
I think.
because it writes it in a file.
I think you don't see it because it doesn't have a new line at the end. So let me try to stringify it. So on the stringify, and try to add a new line to it. Maybe that solves stuff. Nope. I don't know how to.
I
Oh,
guess because you're using curl, maybe curl writes it in a file.
no. I need to restart the thing.
Uh,
Just forgot to restart it.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
You see it now?
Yes,
Cool.
yes.
Yeah,
Wow.
so it was
Okay.
just.
Can you remove the new line
It
at the
doesn't work
end?
without it. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
I
sure.
want to say the stringify by itself is not enough. Huh?
It's never enough. Okay. Yeah.
Ah, okay. Yes.
Yeah. So I guess it's a
Okay.
VS Code thing, not
Yeah,
related to
yeah.
anything else. It's just that VS Code doesn't show you the output if it doesn't have a new line.
Okay.
Seems like a bug to me, to be honest. Anyway,
Good.
yeah. So let's put this
So
thing back.
back.
Let's read the code. What does it do? Schema defines the schema. Response 200. Type object. Hello type string. Okay, so it's defining a JSON schema, I
Oh,
guess.
yeah.
What if? Well,
But
okay. So is it smart enough to know that I'm sending a stringified JSON rather than an object? Because this is a string. It's not a JSON, and it's still
yeah.
not complaining, even though it has a schema in there. I was expecting it to say, "Hey, this is not an object. This is a string."
This is a string.
Now let's
What if
try.
you change the hello to hello one?
Yeah, let's try that.
Does it check the compatibility of the object with the schema?
Nope. Pretty useless.
No, but there should be something here. Schema
I don't know.
200 type properties. Okay.
What if we just put an empty object instead of a schema? What does it do? Let's save that. And let me install nodemon npx nodemon. This is too much work for me. Yes. Cool. Now, okay, it still works. No complaints. Let me try to say Amin instead of Arash. See if nodemon is working. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oops. Let me.
So also if you can, okay.
Let's look at the docs. I don't know what this schema does.
Agree. I also saw, let me just read what it says in the web page. It says about the schema base. Even if it's not mandatory, we recommend to use JSON schema to validate your routes and serialize your outputs. Internally, Fastify compiles the schema in a highly performant function.
Okay.
So it
But we
does
don't have
use
to
that.
take its word for granted. We can
Yeah.
always go to the implementation because we are importing it, and schema comes from get. I mean, it's sent to get. So if I found get here, there's so many gets. Export. Oh, so many exports. How do I find this? Because they're not using TypeScript, I can't just go to the definition if they were using.
So let's just go to this. Where's Fastify coming from?
It's
Okay, let's
imported from
just go
this
to the
requirement.
Fastify.
Oh, it's actually a function call. So okay, that's why I couldn't find it. So Fastify is actually like an object that's returned from the function that's exported from here. So I should look for export default, maybe. Default.
I
Yeah.
don't. Okay, yep.
Okay. Now where is this one defined?
Fastify.
Declare namespace. Do you know what this is? Do you know what this declare does?
Declare function in the .d.ts. I
Oh,
guess
it's
it
the
is.
.ts. It's the
Yes.
TypeScript. It
Yep.
got me.
That's why I thought that maybe going to the code exactly to the Fastify file.
I thought
Okay,
I'm
no.
there. I thought I'm there.
Uh,
Wait a second. Where is Fastify? When I click on this, I expect VS Code to send me to the
so
JavaScript file, but it sends me to the
no,
type definition.
this is where we want to go. We want to go. Do you see when I change it? Do you see it?
Uh,
Now I'm in fastify.js.
no, I have to follow you. Wait a second.
Okay, I guess we both have to follow each other.
Yes. Uh,
Okay,
follow. Okay, I'm following you now. Yeah, I see it.
so not the okay. We can have discussion. I don't want this. I just want this. Okay, I don't see that. Okay, create server. I can see fast function fastify. I guess this is where we start.
Yeah.
Is it though? Do we
Yeah.
have to?
I think this is exported at some point. If you try to find it, this should be exported.
Okay. The file is rather big. Let's see. Oh yeah. I guess it's funny. I have my Vim stuff also available here. Module.export Fastify. Okay, so I export the Fastify. These are all the exports, only these three things. And if I go to function Fastify, I can see that I receive one of these options should be a schema.
No.
The
This
schema.
is if you require Fastify, this is the function that is returned. So you have to call this function. This function returns an object. That object has a get inside. So this is not where you would
Okay.
find get.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go to the end of this function, huh?
Yeah. Let's see what it returns.
No, too big function. Oh, okay. Here's another function. There are many functions defined inside this one.
Why doesn't it
Okay,
return?
add schema. Let me just go up. Add hook with type provider. So this is what I think. Do you want to start the debugger and just go with the debugger?
Great idea.
Return Fastify. Return
Ah,
Fastify. This is where it returns it, I guess. But how does
cool.
it, where does it coming from? Fastify, is it an object?
Maybe you
Where do
can
you make
use
this
VS Code to go to definition.
Uh, for, does it? Okay, yes. That's so strange that for JavaScript it works properly. Public API.
Mm-hmm.
So once again, when we call this require Fastify, it will return this object.
Mm-hmm.
But it's an object. How do we?
It's no, it returns the Fastify function. This function returns the object. So yeah, two levels.
Mhm.
It's like an inception kind of thing.
Okay.
I guess it's just to give you the ability to put some options in there when you require the module.
But wait. So return, these are the interesting, these are the router endpoints for get as plugin addresses. Where was the place that we were okay. We're returning this fast. I assume this is what we return, right?
Yeah. So
And
when you call
this
the
is an object.
yeah, so when you call the require, go back to the simple.js, please. Yeah, when you call the required thing, that function
Okay.
returns this Fastify. So this Fastify is what you get from that return.
Okay. But then how do we call it as a function?
It's already called, right? So
In
it's
here.
it's required and then called immediately, which is
But
confusing.
it looks like an object. It's an object.
this is the return value of the function. So this is inside the function. That function returns this object.
Okay. And so you want to run it with the debugger so that we can go through
Let's
step
do
by
this.
step.
Let
Okay.
me try it without Nodemon. And I have to open a new terminal. Wait a second. JavaScript debug terminal, and then I can say node. Cool. Okay. Now.
Set the debugger.
Yeah. Do you see it?
I see that we're running in debug mode. I don't see
any
any
breakpoints
breakpoint.
because it's waiting for connections. So I guess we have to
Oh,
put the breakpoint somewhere.
in the get.
Yeah, in the get maybe. Give me a second. Where was that? Where was the return? Found it.
But do you want to rerun the get? Because I also set a breakpoint at the require so that we start from the beginning.
Sure. One more time. Yep.
Okay,
That's a good idea.
Let's go.
Okay, do you wanna
see?
do it?
Oh, okay. Does it work? Step into F11. Okay. So it says, where are we? Okay, we're in the Fastify. Require HTTP. Symbols. We have all these consts. And then where should I go? Let's set one here and resume. Okay. Other requires, I don't want this one too. Let's go.
I guess because it's top
Error
level,
code.
it's
Yeah.
importing everything.
Yep. So where is the interesting place? Here is interesting to me. Let's go. Okay. The options are this logger. The only thing. Okay, validate limit options, body limit is undefined. Request ID header. Generate. So I guess these are the, where does this come from? Doesn't matter for now.
You know what this request ID reminds me of?
What does it remind you of?
When we working on a WebSocket API, we had to pass this request ID. You don't remember?
Good memories.
Yeah, good memories. Okay.
The meeting will end in 10 minutes, by the way.
Good.
Okay, framework. Okay, in here, create logger. Because we have the logger, let's go and take a look at the here. Okay, logger.js is valid logger. No. Okay, but doesn't have the null logger is set.
Yeah, I guess it's trying to create the Pinot config. So yeah, we can skip this part.
Yes. I just wanted, because that was the only thing that was said. I want, okay, this sets options here. We don't care. And then initialize. Why I can't, why this folding is not available so that I can.
Folding? I don't know. Is it something I disabled? Because this is my VS Code.
So rotor is here.
I don't know.
And the initialization happens. When do you return? What do you return? So I guess we can continue going back to the simple and then wait for the set something for get. You agree? I just want to continue.
You can jump outside of the function. Yeah, step out of. Let me
Okay.
do that. Step
Let's
out.
jump. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you're here. So Fastify has this. If you hover over Fastify, you will see its properties, and one of them is get, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully, if we click on that, it should bring us to.
Wait, wait. I guess I'm not following you properly.
No, because
Uh,
I'm in a pop-up. I don't think that it
ah,
will show you that pop-up. Uh,
but can you move
anyway,
around so that I make sure that I'm following you?
sure. I just wanted to check where the code for get is, and now I'm there. If you're following me still, you should be at line
No, I don't see.
248.
Okay, I see you now.
So I just put a breakpoint here and wanna resume.
Okay.
Ah, you already put a breakpoint there. Okay, so you
Yes.
have the schema, and let's resume. And now we're inside of get. This is the URL, which is funny. Like,
Yes.
that's not a URL. Why would you call it that? And then options, we have a schema,
Mm.
and this is our schema object, and handler, which is what? I don't remember. We had a handler. We
Yep.
don't
The
have a. Oh yeah,
request
the requesting.
reply.
Okay.
It's funny name. Request reply. That's also interesting.
Yeah,
Reply.
not
Not very
response.
common. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
I guess
router.
it should be the same as response. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, router prepare routes dot call. I'm guessing this is uh, to use this, like the literal keyword this here, within the
Uh-huh.
prepare route. And then there is the method, URL, options, and handler all pass to this function. So what we should be looking at is basically this router prepare route thing, which is defined where is it defined?
Let's follow the code.
Okay, that's a good idea. Yeah, we're here.
Okay.
Okay, is Fastify. Could it be not Fastify? All right. Uh,
Yeah.
all right. Fine. Type of URL. Is it a string? Yes.
Funny thing is that is Fastify is undefined.
Yeah. Um. Okay. What do we do here? Handler. If handler and type of handler is function, then if object prototype to string, what? Options route
Mm.
must be an object. Okay, that's a very weird to check. If yeah,
Road
if
must be an
options in
object.
object.
Yo.
Options.
So in
Options.
options we have the schema.
Yeah, we have the schema and it should be an object. Okay, so this is
Okay.
fine, and we're in else, and okay, fine. So this is just error handling. Nothing to see here,
Mm-hmm.
and it says object that assign method handler or options and options handler. What? Oh, what? I'm confused now. So we have a handler here, and we could also have options.handler. So we could optionally come here and say, hey, schema, where are you? We could come here and say handler, and then define some handler
Okay.
there.
Yes. So I guess it wasn't a very exact name.
Weird, I would say. Anyway,
Okay.
routes.call. What is route? This is where the magic happens, I guess. Options. Okay, let's move on in the code.
Yeah.
I don't wanna guess too much. Okay, nothing happened. Options. Now let's jump in. Options is Fastify. Is it really Fastify? No, undefined. Opts. expose head routes.
Okay, now everything is in options. The handler, method, path, schema, URL, they're all in options.
Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah, now it's unified.
Yep.
Then what is shoes
Expose head.
expose head? I have a very political joke about that. All right, head opts throw if already started. It's not started, I'm sure. Path. Now we have the path. Array is array method. Obviously, it's not an array.
But
I don't know.
it's not array.
Yeah, so basically, you could come here and say.
You can say multiple different can
you do that? That's
I
weird.
guess if you just put it, so a schema can be actually the option. And in the option, you can say the method, and the method can be array of the different
Let's go back. Let's go back and look at
methods.
it. Method comes from the options here and comes from get. So I'm guessing somewhere here, maybe. You can
Supported for
define
all.
all.
Interesting.
Yeah, so instead of get here, where is it? You could say all.
Then it will be an array of all the methods.
Yeah. Which is, how does it work? So where is it? Supported methods. Just a normal array. Okay. These are all the methods. I didn't even know these many HTTP methods exist. I knew about
yes,
like
mk call,
some of them.
prop patch.
What is this?
Yeah.
Let's look at it. What does it do? Prop
Yeah. Let's look at this also. I'll search it. Nope. Okay. Specify the request body to send and or remove properties defined by resource identified by requested URI. This is very okay. It's just this content is no longer actively maintained. When in the Microsoft documentation it says this is no longer actively maintained, I guess we can just okay. But it's interesting that we have all these things. You can continue.
Where were we? So yeah, this error handler thing, we can just skip. Validate body prefix. What does this do? Prefix. Yeah, I don't care. Prefix that length is greater than 0. Options that method not equal to head. Then do stuff. Add new. Wow, this is weird.
What is it trying to do? If it's a slash, if the path is a slash, and the method is not head, a slash, no, a slash both.
I think it's just trying to remove slash from the path. It says, yeah, prefix trailing slash. That means if there's a trailing slash, then just keep it. If there's no slash, don't keep it. If
Can you check the add new route? Add new route function. Context. Okay, this is more than I was expecting.
Yeah. Apparently it does a lot.
Okay, let's go back.
Okay, let's move on. It didn't do anything.
We didn't go there.
Just jump to else. Prefix ends with this, then.
There's an interesting comment here. Ensure that the slash prefix slash plus route gets registered. Oh, okay, so it's just to make sure that we don't have duplicate slashes in when we just.
Yeah, because I think in the URL it could have path as well. I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, makes sense. Anyway, this one, does the trick, I guess, which is very funnily
Goes to
define under return. So you see the magic of JavaScript here. There's return this, which you would expect this is the last line of the function because nothing should happen after that, but there is a function definition. So yeah, very, very nice example of how JavaScript could be confusing.
But hey, no one else can have access to this function add new root outside of this function. So this brings, I don't know.
Yeah, kind of safety.
It works like private.
Yeah.
Access modifiers.
Yeah. So
okay,
we have
path.
the URL. Still same old, blah blah. I'm sure if the author of the module sees our video, I'm sure he will say this is not blah blah, but for me this.
These are very important pieces of code.
So hooks, who would have thought on route hooks, which I guess we don't have any, but that would be interesting.
Yes.
Oh, is there?
Wait.
Let's see. No,
nope.
There's nothing. Constraints, no constraints, config.
New context. So it will create the whole context for this request, I guess.
Yeah,
schema handler. Okay, everything's here. Wait, body limit, log level, log serializer, attach validation, a schema error formatter. It's interesting. So it has a schema error formatter. So there should be some checkings on the schema. Request serializer, validator compiler, serializer compiler, server, and is Fastify. Is Fastify is false. Okay. That is it's I'm just so curious to know. I'm so curious to know why.
What does it do?
Why was Is it am I who I am or am I not? Okay.
Apparently you're not who you are. So.
Okay.
Okay, there is no
version. What is this?
No idea.
Okay. I wish I had the git blame extension installed. So maybe I should also install it so that git. Oh, not git blame. It was git lens.
Okay. I install that.
I will install this too. Although I guess I had it, but.
Yeah, 14 months ago.
Wait. Okay, I welcome to git lenses. Let's close this. I still don't see it. Maybe I should.
It didn't require any restart.
Yes, it didn't ask me to restart too. I don't know. Maybe I should close it and open again. Nope, I don't see. Anyway, so you installed the git lens, right?
Yeah, it shows for 14 months ago for me.
Okay, let's continue.
Yeah, it's not very old. Head handler router.find head. What? Okay. No, it doesn't have any head handler. I'm guessing to modify headers. Remove the head route curated by Fastify. Has head handler? No, it doesn't. Router dot. Okay, now this is, I guess, this is the part that hopefully we can see where the schema is being used. Method, constraints. Hey, where is the schema?
In the context.
Yeah, okay. So let's jump in. Method, path, options, constraints, store. It's called store now. So store is basically schema.
Where do you see that? Ah, okay.
I'm inside.
Oh,
Yeah, router.on.
why would you the handler? I'm a little bit confused. Why would you put the handler in the store? But actually, this is the context. Okay.
Yeah.
So
The
as
handler
a
is here, but the store is, I think, yeah, the options. So type of path string. Yeah. Okay, this is just some defensive programming type of thing. Match. What is this? Optional parameters. What is an optional parameter? I guess it's query strings. That's what it means. I don't know. It doesn't have it. So let's jump. Router. Ignore duplicate slashes. Ignore trailing slash. Array. You would think that this is a simple library, but there's so many checkpoints.
Yeah. So I guess it's because that it's just trying to impose the restrictions applied by the schema. That's why
Not
it
yet,
might,
at least.
but at least yeah,
So-
we're not there yet even.
So again, we have to jump in the inside of this function, which is in kind of private, like not really private, but don't use me private type of thing. So
Okay.
asset includes method. Constraints, we don't, oh, we do have constraints. Hey, no, it's undefined, but there's nothing in there. So let's move on. Validate constraints, I'm guessing it's valid. Strict static node. What? Oh my, you can have this star as a path. Current node. Wait a second. So saying current node equals trees.method. This is the trees. So this is the list of methods.
Seems to me
Never mind.
static node.
I'm just curious about the schema now. I just want to see where the schema is applied. Okay. Path.
Well, what is
length.
58?
It's a double column. Is that your answer? Okay. Okay. Let's jump. Wow.
It's private.
Oh my God. Wildcard. No, it's not wildcard.
Okay, it's
a
not
simple
star.
path. It's just a simple path. Okay, I'm guessing we have to look through and we are out
Path
of the
the
loop.
length, but the length. Okay, it was one. The length, wasn't it?
Was it?
It was just a slash. The path.
I lost the code.
You lost the
Yeah,
what?
I guess I lost, where was it? Path the length.
Yes, the length is one. Anyway. Okay.
Where was it? In here? Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, it's one, but we looked twice.
Yes.
Oh, it's because it's less than or equal. So if it's one, it looks twice.
Mm-hmm.
Which is interesting.
Okay.
Wildcard. Push. Car node, handler, storage, add handler.
Okay, now we have a root pattern.
Oh my. So it just adds it to the handler storage, which is a list of handlers, I'm guessing.
Okay, yes, because now we have it.
For
we have this
connections.
If you look at the root pattern, we have the method, we have the path, we have the constraint. And in the constraint, we don't have anything.
Yeah, we have the schema in the store. So yeah, let's look at that as well. Add handler, what does it do? Handler, constraints include, constraints push, handlers dot push. So I'm guessing somewhere this handlers should be used to handle incoming connections. And where is that? This one? But no. Constraint. It's all about constraints. Never mind. Let's just hope that it will come back to this. Constraints again. Handlers that sort. Now we have the handlers.
I like to know what are the constraints exactly. Sort
Yeah,
most
me too.
Okay. Maybe we can also from time to time take a look at the documentations too.
That's a good idea. But yeah. Okay. This is routes that push. I'm guessing that's it. I'm guessing if we do this, then we are out. Because it just pushes it to the routes. So somewhere we should be looking at this dot handler usage. Get matching handler, route constraints, add handler, compile. I want to see where the handling. So my guess is that we just create a handler with the schema and everything, but it's not actually executed until we send a message, until we create a new connection.
We're not going to use it, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
This the route. That's the push rebuild.
Wait. So you're searching right now, huh?
Yeah, I'm trying to find a code which uses that handlers.
So you can find it when we continue in the code and when we send a request, it should go there. But yeah,
that's tricky because if I say continue now,
yes,
it will wait for a connection, right?
Yes.
So if I click pause, let's click pause.
No, but then you will make so we can have the breakpoint inside the handler, and then by looking at the call stack, we can find out where it was called from.
Smart. Let's do that. Where was that simple? Hey, reply. So I should. You already have it. So just connect to it.
Okay.
Pre-handler callback.
Or even let's go. Oh wow, let's go way more back.
Handler the request.
Handle request, yes.
I'm guessing this is as far as we go.
No. Route handler. In the call stack, I guess we also have pre-routing.
Find my way. These are inside of the node modules. So this is the top level, I guess.
Which one? Pre-routing, yes.
So it says pre-routing if is async.
Where are you?
Right here. Just follow me. Find me. I mean, Fastify.js.
Okay. Yes.
You focused my attention.
Oh no.
I was here.
Okay.
Yes. And then it goes to lookup, which is coming from where? Where is lookup? Anyway, it goes to lookup inside of node modules, which we don't want, and then goes back to route handler.
When you're not on the code, also, yes, it's good that you explain because I can see your screen. So it's good that you're also explaining where are you.
Yeah.
Okay, you're looking at
run
the call stack, I
pre-parsing.
guess.
Yeah, I'm looking at the call stack, and that's why I'm jumping around modules. So right now I'm in the route.js. It's inside route handler, and it has a request object and it has a reply object, and it's calling that. So it all makes sense. Run pre-parsing is the one on top of that. I don't see anything related to schema. Handle request reply. And I want to see where it gets the handler from.
K-route context.
Yeah, I'm guessing this is it. Share out context. Where is that coming from? It's just a symbol to get the context from the request. So remember we had this context object that had the handler and schema. Now,
okay. But I also remember that we had this route. I don't know, was checking for we pushed the method and the path URL for the specific routes. Well, I assume that it should go and look at that. Where does that lookup happen?
we could do that. Do you want to take over?
I'm looking at, so I'm just, yeah, okay. Are you following me now?
No.
So I can see that we have this lookup, request, response, context, and done. Context should be function. Done is undefined, constraint, and then it will just based on the request method and request URL and constraints, it will find a handler.
Okay, so the constraints are basically a way to distinguish between requests.
Yes, which in our case, because we don't have any constraint just based on the method, let me just click here to see if I can have the, okay, now I can also look at the, okay, so, but this is, what exactly is this?
Find my way, it's an NPM module.
Oh, find my way, yeah.
That's the first.
But it comes from pre-routing. So pre-routing, it should call this lookup. In here, pre-routing, request response. Is async, is rewrite URL, it's none of these things, but then routing, request response, build async callback. Where does this damn thing go? This routing. Pre-routing. We are here. Only call is async constraint once. I don't understand how does this goes to this. Router prototype.
Don't know either.
Huh?
Something's missing from the stack, I guess.
It shouldn't.
How about build async constraints instead?
Sorry, where?
Yeah, there is a function called within the function call. So build async. Yeah, maybe it's from there.
Let me look. So in this function, request response, async return undefined, return another function, unasync constraint error. I don't think that we go here.
Yeah, me neither.
It doesn't look like it. So, okay, I guess we find out about this and then we can continue the rest of the session.
Yeah, let's do
next
that.
time. But let's find out about this. Routing, request response. Okay, we call this. Let's just naively look for routing. Build routing, no. Wrap routing. Oh, okay, so we have this routing, which is HTTP handler. Name, pre-routing. Jesus. Wrap routing. Okay, in the router, which is coming from where? Where are you coming from, router? Okay, in the wrap routing. So where do we call this thing? It's
What if we go
come
to the definition? Yeah.
from here. HTTP server and its
Out.
handler. We are in which file? We are in Fastify. Okay, so we create a router.
Build routing.
Yes. And then inside that, we have this configuration. This we send this router. But in that router, I don't see any routing. In this
Where is it?
router. So this is a router.
Yeah, but the build routing thing, it returns something.
Ah,
right?
yes. Sorry. So build routing is coming from here. Okay. Build routing. The function that we're looking for is, let me.
Routing.
Yes, exactly. So
Yeah, I can see it. Router is an instance of find my way. So it all makes sense now. Look at line.
wait.
Yeah,
You can see what?
Look at line 47.
Okay.
Router is an instance.
Find my
of
way.
find my way. Yeah.
Router, but oh, wait, I want to go here again. So this gets the router. In the router, we have the routing. Where is routing?
Inside of find my way, I guess.
Lookup bind router. So this is the lookup. Okay, let me make sure that there's nothing else. Okay. So this routing is a function based on the lookup module that gets where's this router coming from?
I think it's
It is
the
a
find my way. It's
but
binding it to itself to be able to call this dot lookup, right? So it's basically binding in JavaScript, so you don't have to say router dot lookup. You can say so it's kind of wrapping around the find my way router.
So binding was for just sending the right this object, I guess, right? That's why it's. But
yeah, so router becomes this inside of the lookup function.
Router becomes this.
It's basically like saying, may I, within the, if we had the, modern JavaScript syntax. Okay. Oops. It would have been equivalent to say this.
But I can find the lookup function.
You can or you cannot?
I cannot. I guess I couldn't.
It's inside of the find my way thing.
But the router is but router is not an instance of. Oh yes, it's file. Okay, yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me undo what I did.
Okay. So then find my way goes and finds the right handler.
Yes.
For this route, and then
I'm gonna look up what is find my way. So is that a router thingy?
Find my way.
A crazy fast HTTP router. That's what it says.
No way.
Internally uses a highly performant radix tree, also known as prefix tree. Supports route params, wildcards, and is framework independent.
Wow.
Okay.
It's interesting. It's such a rabbit hole, this NPM.
But it doesn't support the schema. So I still haven't got my answer. It supports all of the things that we talked about, like the context and stuff, like the constraints. It handles everything. If you go to the MP documentation, you can see how to define constraints, but it says nothing about the schema.
Sorry, you're talking about the find my way, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so constraints are they also come from here?
Yeah.
Ah, I see. Interesting. So let's just, okay, I said that we're gonna finish it here, but let's just also quickly find where does this schema comes to action. I'll take I'll go to the place
This is the
type.
last one. Yeah.
Okay.
So before this, we are in the pre-handler callback.
Okay, so maybe we want to go inside send. Maybe we want to continue by going.
No, because inside of this handler, we already checked the schema, right? There's no other, or is it for, oh, it's for sending.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Let's do it.
Okay. Go ahead.
Sure. Let's go in. Are you following me now?
Yes.
Cool. So we have the payload. If this is sent, instance of error, payload undefined, content type get header, it's JSON. Hopefully it's undefined. Yay, it doesn't have any content type. So if payload is not null, which is correct, then payload type buffer is buffer. So it
There's
supports
no
all sort of
payload.
things.
Oh, yeah. Wait. Buffer. Oh, it's not a buffer, it's just a string. Okay.
Yeah. As content type false, type of payload is a string, then yeah, we can say it's just plain text.
Text string, yes, UTF-8.
And unsend hook.
Okay, I guess
Go inside of that. Okay, reply and payload. So if reply context on send is not null, is it not? Show me. I don't know. Yeah, apparently it's not. On send end.
And oh, so it wants to know reply.
Okay, so on send is something you can define in the context to be called before. So
not before.
that's how they define hooks. So you can define a hook which is for intercepting sent messages and then do something before it's sent on the network.
Okay.
I guess. So we are on send end, which is hopefully the last one, and yeah. Reply. We check if we need to update the trailer's header and set it. I don't know. If payload is not defined, if payload the type is function, payload is not a string. If reply trailers, I don't think so. Is it? Okay. Oh yeah. Content length is
Okay,
undefined.
let me check what was the comment on this K reply trailer. We check if we need to update trailers, header, and set it. Anyway, okay.
No idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, it goes and sets the content length to the length of the payload. Write head, status code 200, reply. Hey, it's already writing stuff. Let's go inside. Oh, there's nothing to go inside. This is res.
So we have the response. Up. Where's the schema?
There's no schema. reply headers, payload, response, reply. There's no schema. Well, maybe in the context. I'm gonna go inside of the right. There's nothing. I can go
Okay.
inside of it. Send trailer.
Let's see if we can go inside.
Okay.
Okay.
If reply, I'm guessing it will return. And response.end. There's no schema. That's why it doesn't do anything. Then if we go one more
So
line,
maybe we should, okay,
enable it
continue.
somehow,
Yes,
then it
maybe.
return this and done. There's nothing more.
Interesting. Wow.
I'm not satisfied.
So what do you
I
say we
have to
leave it with
find,
this cliffhanger and then we'll have
yeah,
promised to the next one. We'll try to
we
figure
will
out how
find
does
it.
the schema work. And I guess the next time we can also take a look at the documentation. So we just right now what we did was just we cloned and started looking at the code with any kind of idea what's happening.
No idea. It was the first time I cloned it.
Yes. So next time, now that we have some idea, maybe we take a look at documentation and then we'll go and find the schema.
Awesome.
Good. Great.
Until next
So
time, then.
that was our first ever recording, and I hope to see you again.
See you next time.
Bye.